Hey y'all, it's Craig with the Bickhams here. Welcome to part 3 of the part 4 series, Welcome Sunflower Wreath, that I'm making. On today's video, y'all, we're going to show you how we make the base with the Poof method with the 21-inch burlap mesh. I hope y'all enjoy this video and I hope y'all give it a try. Thank y'all for coming to hang out with me right here on With the Bickhams, y'all. Enjoy the video, everybody. Alright, so now moving on to this part of the wreath making. This is actually would be my first part. Now that we've prepared everything, now we get to start putting things together. So we have a 21-inch that I may have to, oh, he's pretty good. Alright, this is a 21-inch burlap. Let me get where everybody can see. I've got it coming off of our mesh roller. So what I do is I just accordion all the way across the middle. This is the burlap natural color. We do have this in stock. This is what we use to make our Poof method. So you just pinch it all up. Don't worry about what it looks like. And I kind of just fold it and make it kind of make a little arch. Now what we do is we use a little small zip tie. Where's our little small zip ties? Here they are. Alright, so this is just a 6-inch little bitty black zip tie is all that is. And I know I got my cutters right here because I'm going to need it. So we're going to set them over here. And you're going to do the bottom row first. Just leave your top row in. We're going to just kind of get all these out. Make sure we ain't got really nothing that's going to get in our way too much. And we're just going to pick one. I like to kind of take a look at them. Make sure we ain't had nothing like slide too much to one, you know, so they're kind of even. You know what I mean? And then you just pick one. Open it up. And we're going to put that first little bit down in there. We're going to pull it tight. And we're going to twist it one time. And now we're going to take and we're going to flip it over and we're going to zip tie this piece. Just, it doesn't really matter wherever you want to zip tie it. I'm going to zip tie it, I guess I'm going to just zip tie it to the outside. So I'm going to get up kind of close and I'm going to put that zip tie just on that bottom ring right there. Kind of pull it so it's not poking straight up. Pull it good and snug and just cut it off. Now I don't like to leave it all bushy like that, you know, with the all that frayed stuff on it. So I like to give it a haircut. I just like to get it and cut most of it off. Now you got a good place to start. So we're gonna make like I measure on the mat. So I usually put like the beginning of the Poof on 10. I like to keep it folded under. And then I kind of just pull it tight. I want it all to kind of be about the same length. And I'm gonna go 10 inches. So we're gonna go about from right there to about right here. And we're gonna pinch it. And then we're gonna open up the next one. And we're going to make sure we shape them Poofs. If 10 don't look good, if you want to go bigger, go a little smaller. But I'm going to do 10. 10 seems to work good when you're putting a bunch of other stuff on. So that's a little 10-inch Poof. And we're going to repeat that process. Now what we do is when we tie these Poof methods on, once I tie one time, then we take this tie. You see, it's always kind of flimsy and it kind of rolls on that wreath form. So I take this tie and I go under the middle ring, come back out and come back over it. Take my thumb and you roll it up. Roll this where you tied it the first time, roll it up, and then you tie again right against that middle ring. And that's going to keep that from wobbling. And it's also going to make the wreath just a little bit smaller around, which is a good thing. because you still get a big wreath that's going to be about 1 inch or so smaller around, which is a little less to ship. So, but just make sure that you got your mesh kind of folded under the bottom. Pull it together, and I just pull it straight and make sure everything's, you know, kind of right and it looks like I want it. Get to my 10, get to my 20. Make sure it's all, I just like for it to look neat. And then right in we go. One little loop underneath your bar, roll it up and tie it again. Then you can take and work on your little poof. Make sure they all look kind of sort of like each other a little bit. And just get them on. And then just keep working your way. Now when we get to that last one, you got to kind of bring it back up to the top. You know, I like for it to stay poofy. So something ain't just acting like right for me. 10, that's 11. And then I just grab it. That way it kind of pushes up and it makes that poof. Make sure you're wrapping good and roll them up. Now these ties will start getting short. So the more stuff you go to tying in them, the shorter they're going to get. So it starts getting harder to get everything in. $10, $20. Just make sure you get it as far close in there to that bar as you can. And then you just keep rolling and tying to that middle bar. Now you don't have to do that to the top one. The top one's fine. It won't move a lot. And just work that poof. That's about 12. And my wife, she don't measure like this. She measures hers from this one to that one, which is going to wind up giving you a little bit longer than 10. But I can't do it that way. I just like to measure. My OCD won't let me do that. And I just keep rolling it under, making sure those sides is rolled under. That way we keep any fraying underneath it where we can't see it. And when you make them, kind of looks like that, you know, that candy wrapper, you know, like with a piece of candy. Does that make sense? And there we go. But just doing that one little extra step where you roll them up in the middle to that bar really makes a difference. I mean, it really does. And just open them poofs up. You may have one poof get a little bit bigger than the other one, but it'll be all right. Just try to keep them, you know, semi-close. All right, so this will be But this is the last one by itself. And then we're going to start right back where we started. And then after that one, we're going to jump over into the top. Just like so. Keep folding them sides under and try to keep them. You see how I'm pulling it and it makes it elongated and it makes it straight? I have to pull sometimes on one side or the other to get it that way. I just think it makes a little bit better looking poof. And then I pinch at that 10-inch mark from my 10. Now we're going to go in where we started. So I'm going to actually untie to keep this since it's zip tied in. And we're going to go right on top of that other one where we started. Because we still have to get it underneath that middle bar and roll those two up together. And you just got to make sure you pull on it good. I ain't got enough. There we go. And use your thumb to roll it up. Now we're going to move over onto the top. So we're just going to get our first one. I'm going to move all these bottom ones out of the way, because they'll be hanging up on me. Same thing, you just start your poof, 10 inches. Make sure we're good and straight. And we're gonna go straight up onto that first one on top. And we're gonna go right into it. Pull it down in there and twist it one time. Get you another one. Make sure it's good and straight. 10 inches. Go to your next one. Open it up and just keep repeating. Keep repeating the process. And I always work clockwise. I guess it doesn't matter. You can even, I guess if you wanted to, you could do the top and then work your way down the bottom. It don't really matter. You wind up using about, I don't know, maybe not 3/4. What are we listening to? What is going on over there?
Sorry.
Gonna get me all copyrighted. So 10 inches again. I don't know what she had going on, y'all. She had something going on.
I pressed on a video. I didn't mean to.
All right. And I'm telling y'all, it's still warm up in here. Lord have mercy. All these lights shining on me. This thing reminds me of a sunflower already. Ain't even got nothing on it. And I just kind of lift up those poofs, because we got all them cruffles going in, all the curls going in. We got a lot. We got a lot going on. Get my hand around it. Find my number 10 and my number 20. And just make sure you go way down in them ties, especially on them outer rings. So you have plenty to tie all your pretties that you're sticking in it to it. We got our 10. Open that poof up. One time. Like I said, I like doing this 21-inch mesh really makes for a really full base. It's a really good start. Move him back a little bit. Sometimes these slide better than others, but that's one I don't want them to slide. I want them to stay where they're supposed to be. Alright. We on the last one. Alright, so on the last one, we're going to go right on top. We don't have to untie this one. We got plenty of tie left. So we're just going to, well, you know what? I am going to untie it. I'm going to untie it and I'm going to stick it down in there. so it gets even further down in there. Save me some more tie. Just like so. Now this one, we're just going to cut it. We're just going to keep us about 4 or 5 inches. And what I do with my scissors, and we're just going to cut it off. And we can roll that up. Back out there. My glasses is about to fall off my face. Kind of move your ties out of the way. Now we're going to flip it over. And we're going to zip tie it to that top bar. Kind of past the tie that we tied to with the little zip tie. So we're going to go underneath that bar. Don't go through your other mesh though. And around your little piece. And we're just gonna cinch him down. Don't break your little tie wrap though. And cut it off. Whoops. And now we're gonna give it a haircut again, because I don't like all that excess right there. Just like so. Now we got our base. Now we got a really good start. Really good poof method. Colors is gonna be perfect for what we're making. Next, I don't know how many. I ain't gonna get a whole lot of them done, and I ain't gonna finish all of them. We're gonna start.
Why don't you go ahead and just not start that?
You don't think?
No, I don't think you need to.
Okay. All right. So I think what we're gonna do, y'all. I think she's right, because we got to get ready for our next one. So we're gonna be getting ready to go live in the book face, like at 6:30, like in 20 minutes. So I got it this far. So tomorrow I will come back on, and we will start with putting the cruffles, the curls, and all the pretty ribbon in tomorrow. So I hope y'all will come back to see the finished wreath. Then if you're interested, you can get it at Small Town Wreath Shop. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. We got the base made. This works out really good and gives you a really good starting point and a good base to work with. We really like the poof methods because the 21-inch mesh covers a lot. It makes it really poofy, makes it big. So if you like big wreaths like we do. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our With the Bickums channel if you don't mind. It really helps us grow. And tell somebody about us if you will as well. So y'all have a blessed day.